Hey, welcome to today's video. I'm Richard Chapo. I'm an internet lawyer in San Diego, California, and a big hockey fan. So today we're talking about the CCPA, Consumers Request Toll-Free Number Requirement. That's a mouthful. So what is the CCPA? It's the California Consumer Privacy Act. It is a new privacy law in California. It goes into effect on January 1st, 2020. And if you own a business, run, we're all going to die. No, it is a new privacy law that's scaring the bejesus out of a lot of people. But it's something that you can deal with and comply with. It's not as bad as you may think. So anyways, the CCPA is somewhat revolutionary as a privacy law in the U.S. because it grants consumers quite a few new rights. And these rights are interesting because they actually force businesses to take action. So for instance, somebody may request that you produce all the personal information you've collected about them. So you would have to gather all that information and provide it to them. Maybe print it all out, send it by snail mail, or provide it to them in electric form. But the days of just publishing a cheesy little privacy policy on your site and forgetting about it for 10 years, well, those are over. Now, there are some technical requirements to CCPA that are a little maddening, and certainly the toll-free number requirement tends to fall within that. So what does the CCPA require? Well, it's easy for me to say. What does the CCPA require? It requires a minimum of 2 contact points, including a toll-free number, and if you have a website address. So in English, what that means is that you must provide consumers with a toll-free number and either a form or an email address on your website or your app that they can use to contact you to exercise their rights, to make a request. And so, it's not the end of the world. And if you have a decent sized business online, you probably already have a toll-free number. But there are going to be a lot of smaller sites that are going to trip the thresholds, the CCPA, and are going to be forced to comply with it that don't have phone numbers right now. Those will include everything from blogs, a food blog, a travel blog, people like forums. Let's say you have a forum on the Fortnite game or whatever it is. Traditionally, these sites do not have telephone numbers. Because there really isn't a customer service aspect, and you don't have the resources and the time and the manpower to be answering phone calls from all of the visitors that you truly cherish and have, of course, valuable things to communicate to you. So it's kind of annoying. Businesses, as the CCPA is currently configured, are going to have to go out and obtain toll-free numbers. And for companies that provide toll-free numbers, it's the year of greatness. Now, the good news is, however, there are some amendments in front of the California legislature, and we should know by the end of September whether they're going to be enacted or not. And one of those amendments would essentially allow you to use just a website address if you have a website. You wouldn't have to have a toll-free number as well. So basically, somebody could come to your site and they could access a form and submit their requests. And it looks like that provision is going to pass. However, it hasn't yet. It hasn't been signed into law by the governor. And we're talking about California, where things can go sideways very quickly for reasons nobody could possibly imagine. We're talking politics. And then when you add the California factor to it, things get strange in Sacramento. But nonetheless, it looks like eventually, you won't have to have the toll-free number. So that'll at least be a small, tiny sliver of a silver lining to the CCPA for businesses. But keep an eye on that. You might even want to set up a Google alert. And obviously, once these amendments are passed or rejected, I'll post a video updating it. So if you have questions about the CCPA or you're interested in learning more, consider subscribing to this channel. We'll be posting a ton of CCPA videos. In fact, if you head over to our page on YouTube, we have a playlist that's devoted just to CCPA topics and should have information there to answer any questions you might have. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If not, I feel shame. Thumbs down. If you have any questions or comments, contact me at SoCalInternetLawyer.com, or you can post them below in the comments section. But please keep in mind that is a public area, so don't post any confidential or sensitive information. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.